trying to mount this camera, but I don't think it's gonna stay. I don't think it will. Do you think this is gonna stay up here?
No.
You think it's gonna fall?
It'll go all over the place.
Really?
No.
It's supposed to clean.
Okay.
Oh, you're blowing that AC right in my face.
Oh,
Jesus
my
Lord.
fault that the air comes out of the vents. Telling you that it's gonna fall and you're gonna get upset. I'm telling you.
Okay, I'll just watch it for right now.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to hold on grip, like, you know?
Yeah, but it would probably have to be like, I don't think it's gonna grip on just anything.
Let me see if that works. You can't even see your face because the rosary beads.
Wrap them up. Take those stupid things off.
What?
The trees, they're garbage now.
The trees?
Yeah.
Why?
They don't last forever.
Oh, man.
Just wrap them up then.
Just trying to get the trees. But, so, I'm just hoping my camera doesn't fall because, see? You see how it's gripping really nicely?
We'll see.
We'll see.
I mean, as long as you're not on a bumpy road, maybe. I don't know. I've never... I don't know.
I don't know either. But,
I don't want your camera to fall.
huh? But, I'm hungry.
So what are you going to fill your face with?
My cantaloupes. Oh, do you want some?
No.
I'm hungry this morning. Oh God, I hope that camera doesn't fall. It's a very bumpy ride. Think it's staying?
We'll see. When I make turns and stuff, that's what I'm worried about. I don't want your camera to hit the deck.
So I'm eating cantaloupe this morning. I should be eating more cantaloupe. I felt like with my diet, I was on a good path. With my, they're probably gonna hear all this noise.
So, but what do you do? Turn off the AC because what the heck?
Just number one. You could open this, yeah.
Number one.
So I was on like a good like momentum with my diet, and then I kind of fell off a little bit and started eating rice again. Not too bad in Starbucks, but I'm definitely trying again. It's really hard for me because if I don't, bless you,
Thanks.
if I don't feel motivated, I'm not gonna do anything. That's how I've always been. You kind of fell off too a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, but we have to be worried about it.
Okay. You gotta be worried about it.
Hmm?
I told the camera we have to be worried about it. What happened?
I'm just telling you, you have to be worried about it because it's for your health.
Okay, and I told the camera we have to be worried about it.
For your own health.
Okay.
I could stand to lose a good like 10 pounds.
So today's $1,000 song on 101.5 is Hotline Bling by Drake. So anytime you hear that song, you got to be the 101st caller to call in. The number's 877-999-1015. Get that $1,000. Hotline Bling by Drake. Huh?
Do you work for the radio station?
No, but if some of your subscribers win $1,000, that would be really cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If,
A lot of them are not from here.
well, whoever is from Florida, and they tune in.
You sounded like you worked from that.
Actually, by the time they see this, there's going to be a new song. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was like, what are you talking about?
I thought we were doing live. I thought we were live right now.
Live what?
Facebook Live, Insta Chat Live,
No.
Snap Live, Snapchat, Lip Chat Live.
Oh my God, I want to go to work.
When do you want to go to work?
Never.
Man, I feel real greasy today.
Why?
I don't know.
So, I have to just talk about something really quickly, and I haven't even told you this yet, but in my recent video, the 20 random facts about me,
Yeah.
I said something that, what is this guy doing? I said oh, he's just trying to get a street. I just said something, and I was joking, and I said retarded.
Bad word, can't use it.
I know. So somebody in my video, which she wasn't rude about it. She was very nice about it. She was like, I love your videos, but I just, would you mind refraining from that word, blah, blah. So I understand, totally. What's going on?
Yeah, there's a lot of words that we use regularly.
You're gonna be like this, shaking.
Well, that's why I said maybe. Well, it depends on the road too.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be jumping like that on the camera?
I don't know.
I mean, a lot of these cameras have what do you call it? Yeah, there's the optical image stabilization, where it should not be jumping around like that.
Yeah. But anyway, so she. Anyway, so she did say that, like, if you don't mind refraining from that word, and which I kind of felt bad when she said that, because it's not a nice word to say, but I'm just so used to, and I don't mean it by talking about, like, mental.
I'm trying to get it straight.
And I don't mean it by talking about, like, mentally ill people, or
right, anybody that has
anything that has any disability, or anything like that. That's just the way I talk, and if I say, oh my God, I'm so retarded or something, but I shouldn't do that.
There's a lot of words that we use, and we don't realize that it's not meant to hurt. Like one of my friends is dating a little person. She's sweet as can be. She's a really great girl, and a lot of people will use the term midget. You can't use that word.
See, and I never even knew that was derogatory.
It's a derogatory word, and so many people don't realize that. And it's stuff that we use. And, sometimes we have to put ourselves in other people's shoes. You know what I mean? How would you like it if somebody said something like that? Would it offend you? Would you take it personal? I personally
wouldn't get offended if somebody said that, but I can see how somebody could.
If you have a child that has some type of retardation, and somebody says, you're such a retard, you might take it differently. You can't really say unless you're in those shoes.
Yes,
and a lot of people don't realize that.
I think so too. Like, I really felt bad but I said, I'm so sorry. Like, I won't, say that again. Like, I'll try my best not to say that again, because she didn't come at me. Like, she wasn't, like, rude about it, but she just said it nicely.
Right.
So I was like, I just didn't realize, which I probably should have realized, but
you don't. You're a human being, and that's human nature. We're so used to. It's the same thing with my job. We are creatures of habit.
But I'm not used to being censored either. And I know, like, doing YouTube, sometimes people are censored, because
who really is censored? Who really refrains? Look at all the YouTubers that you watch.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't censor their mouths at all. A lot of them are really vulgar.
Well, the censoring I do is I really don't curse a lot on my channel. Like, I don't like to do that because I feel like there's young kids.
You never know who's watching your videos.
Madison is watching. Like, I don't like to curse a lot.
How many times have you watched a YouTuber and Madison sitting on the couch and they blurt out and drop F-bombs left and right?
Yeah.
You just never know who's watching. That's, everybody has the right, but
I'm not used to being censored. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not used to being censored. Like, I'm just saying whatever I want to say. But in my different world, like in me doing YouTube, I may offend different type of people, you know?
Sure.
So I have to watch what I say like that. And I didn't take offense to it. I understood where she was coming from right when she said it, and I was like, damn, kind of made me feel bad, because I didn't want to be offensive to anybody.
It's just, times are changing, and it's really hard to adjust to the constant change. You know what I mean? When I was in school, the Pledge of Allegiance was huge. Indivisible, under God. They don't even want to say that in the Pledge of Allegiance anymore. In some of the schools, they actually stopped doing the Pledge of Allegiance. Maybe that's old school way of thinking and stuff like that, but they stopped doing it.
Right now, this world needs God more than anything. You're going to stop the kids from saying under God?
Even like Christmas and stuff. Some schools are trying to ban doing things for Christmas in class. Yes, because some students that don't celebrate Christmas, you have your Jehovah's Witness, you have other Hanukkah and stuff. You have other religions that don't celebrate Christmas.
But see, I think that's wrong.
I think it's ridiculous.
I think, if you don't celebrate the holiday,
that's on you. That's on your family. But everybody shouldn't have to refrain. Let me give you an example. I lived in New York, and I thought it was the most ridiculous thing, okay? But my supervisor was trying to be courteous to everyone, but everybody was like, "What the hell?" Like, it's so ridiculous to me. One of my coworkers was Jehovah's Witness, and we did what was called a kitty fund. And every time we got paid, we'd take, I think, $5 out of our check and throw it into this kitty. So anytime something special came up in the office,
throw it into this kitty.
Throw it into the kitty. So every time something special came up,
the way that sounds. Throw it into the kitty.
What? Yeah, if you're a dirtball like you. I'm not talking about.
Just throw it into the kitty.
Just throw it into the kitty. She's acting like a lady of the night. What's going on here?
Just throw it into the kitty.
Throw it into the kitty. So we put the $5 into the kitty and.
Don't say that.
Why? Why does that get
Just
you all
say,
flustered?
No, just say
No,
put it into the fun.
No, I threw it into the kitty. What the hell?
Can you stop saying
I'm gonna use that more often. This one's getting all flustered because I'm saying the word kitty. I'm gonna start using that at night. I'm gonna say, "Hey, babe, I threw some cookies into the kitty. See if she maybe gets her all flustered up, maybe gets her worked up."
Sound right.
We threw it into the kitty. That's what it was called. Anyhow, let my wife get all flustered. Anyhow, so what happened was we put this money into the fund, and when a special occasion, whether here she goes again. Now I see the fund that she.
No, I'm laughing because you said the fun, like you specifically didn't want to say the kitty
because you asked me to.
I know.
This is what I go through every day. This is.
Well, just go on with your story.
I can't help it. You're cracking up over here. Now I say fun.
Okay.
Anyway, we put money away for any special occasion or whatever. And when it came, like a birthday came up, we would buy a cake for the birthday person, you know. So it was my birthday in September, and it was on a Monday. And do you guys know what my cake said? You remember?
Happy Monday.
My cake said Happy Monday.
Because he had Jehovah's Witness.
I don't care.
Because he had a Jehovah's Witness that he worked with.
That's not my problem.
Wait, Brian, stop being so... Because he had a Jehovah's Witness that he worked with, they didn't want to put Happy Birthday Brian because she wouldn't be able to eat it. Now, I feel like, me personally, that's her religion, her belief, so that's all good. It's okay. But if you cannot participate in that, and that's fine, but don't stop somebody else for having their birthday. They were born on that day, so it should say Happy Birthday. Like, that's the way I feel about it. I just feel about it in that situation. How did we get on this topic anyway? Oh, censorship, right? She
didn't have to partake. She didn't have to sing Happy Birthday. She didn't have to eat the cake. But for me, and some may look at it as like, oh, that's just, what's the big deal? It really isn't a big deal. It didn't ruin my day. But we were talking about schooling and how so much stuff now, even in school, you can't say the Pledge of Allegiance. That's why we kind of veered onto this topic.
But I think they still say the Pledge of Allegiance.
I don't know.
I
don't think Madison does it.
Really?
I don't think Madison. We'll ask her today. I don't even know if my little daughter in second grade, 8-year-old.
When I was growing up, we said it.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
You're longer than me, buddy, because you're older than me.
So what? I didn't say that I wasn't. I said that was a long time ago. You're not a little girl anymore. So a lot of things have changed since then. So, I don't know.
You had enough cannibal. I think I overdid.
Gorged yourself? You had half the damn bowl.
I did. I feel like I did gorge myself. Well, that was my breakfast.
Oh.
At least I'm eating healthy for my breakfast.
All right.
For my breakfast. How does my aunt say breakfast?
I don't know.
She says it's so funny. How do they say it? Oh my god. Oh, so I was telling them yesterday about the microblading thing. That how I feel like I'm always complaining about my job. But it's not complaining about a job. It's just wanting to, I think, work for yourself. So, like,
I just think it's a great opportunity. You know, when these things come about, I'm really like, I have a new focus on my job, and I'm starting to see things a little bit clearer. You know, I do a great job, but I'm starting to see things clearer and starting to see ways of bettering myself in my job. And what I tell my wife is, these things come up for a reason. My wife is an amazing makeup artist. She does amazing. Everybody that sees her says, I think I'm her biggest promoter. When I go to work, all the girls that I speak to all day long, every single day, I tell them, oh, check out my wife's YouTube channel. Check out her Instagram page. And they're like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. And they say to me, they're like, wow, she's so young. How young is she? And I'm like, what do you think? They're like 28. Yesterday, somebody told me she's 28. And I was like, no, like she's actually not 28. I said she's older than that.
Let me tell my whole government.
Everybody knows your age. They done heard 50,
nobody knows my age.
20 facts.
Anyway,
20 facts about me. Come live with me.
Come live with me.
Come ride with me.
Come ride with me. The 20 facts about me, I didn't say nothing about. Shush.
Nighttime sessions with Tanya and Brian. Ride-alongs.
Oh my God, you're so obnoxious. The 20 random facts, I didn't say my age. My birthday is coming up anyway. My birthday is May 14th on Mother's Day.
Did you tell them how old you are?
No.
Alright, well, she's definitely not a spring chicken, but she damn sure looks like one. So every time somebody sees me, they're like, damn, how did you pull that off? And I look at them, I'm like, what the hell? What am I, an old ass? What do I look terrible? I look like shit?
No, you don't look like shit.
And they're like, no, I don't mean it like that. They're just like, man, she's so young. And I look at them and I say, man, my wife has a 20-year-old son. And they're like, what?
He will be 21 in September.
They look at me all the time, so when they're looking at the Instagram page, it makes me laugh. Because they look at her Instagram page.
They think I'm like 20-something years old. They think he's robbing the cradle.
They do. They look at her page. I'm like, man, she's hot. And I'm like, thanks.
But
she is.
But deep down inside, I am an old woman.
Like I said, she's no spring chicken. She's had a...
I am. No, I'm an old soul. Like, I used to party in my 20s and everything, but I'm not like that anymore. Like, I like to be at home watching a good movie or at the movies or dinner, or I don't like to be, like, I mean, I don't... Once in a blue moon is okay to go out and, you know, hear some music and stuff, but that club scene, I'm so over that. Like, you know, if you're in a lounge or something, or maybe if you're in a Spanish club where they have like a band, that's really nice to me. But like,
or even it doesn't have to be a Spanish band. We went to what was that place we went to? Was it the Beer and Burger joint out in Sarasota?
Oh, that they had.
And they had a live like a soft rock band playing. Remember?
Yeah.
And it wasn't bad.
I mean, that's not something you could dance to.
No, not dancing. But I love live music. So even if it's like we went to Bahama Breeze one time, and this guy was terrible. He was singing. Remember those songs he was singing?
Was my mother there that time?
I think so. And he was singing songs, like current songs, with his little spin on it, and it didn't sound that great. However, it was live, so you know, it put a little different, like like the atmosphere was a little different because he was playing live music.
But I feel like I'm an an old soul. Like I like to be at home.
Old soul.
Huh?
I said she ain't just an old soul. She's an old ass too.
No,
Eternal temp high.
Oh yeah, the temperature went high. Okay, so sorry guys.
We took a hiatus.
No, we didn't take a hiatus. The
technical difficulty?
Yeah. The camera, I don't know, this Sony camera just shuts off on us. Like, if we're vlogging for like 30 to 40 minutes, it just shuts off automatically. I don't know why. So, yeah, I don't even know what we were talking about. We were talking about that I was old. I am old. No, I feel like I like to be doing old people things.
I think we're going to do 20 random facts about hubby. I think we got the next video coming out. We might do a little...
What's a random... Oh my God. So somebody just... Let me show you guys. So I don't know if you guys can see, but on my Instagram pic, the 20 random facts about me, somebody put a bunch of donuts there. Oh God. Huh?
I'd have to hold it closer.
Yeah. Somebody put a bunch of donuts. I don't know if you guys can see
hold
that.
Hold it closer.
Oh. Hopefully you guys can see the donuts there, and it's so freaking hilarious because if you watch the 20 random facts about me, you definitely will know why somebody put the donuts there, because I think that's the last random fact, but you have to go to the video to watch it to find out why they're putting donuts there, guys. So that's so funny.
You want to hear the crazy thing?
I don't even know what I would do.
There's police behind us, like maybe 5, 6 cars away. I'm doing 75 in a 70, and this car just flew by me in a minivan doing probably 80, 85.
I don't know why I get so scared when cops are around me.
And they didn't even get bothered. They didn't even stop or.
I think that's me growing up in the Bronx.
No, you see cops.
Have phobia of cops. No, like honestly, I really do. Like if they're around me, I get very jittery. Like I feel like I'm doing something wrong. And I'm not doing nothing. I'm probably the most straight, narrow person you'll ever meet, but I always just get so jittery when they're around me. I don't know. I think that is because I grew up growing up in the Bronx. Do you know that?
Maybe.
I swear, I think it is.
So, I think today's my 1-year anniversary of being off of Facebook, and I'm so happy. It's just, you know what, I loved Facebook, you know, to see things my family post, and pictures of my children and my wife, and, you know, but just so much negativity. And I was kind of forced off Facebook because I'm constantly with the comments. You know, you can't do something without somebody thinking something, or somebody having some negative comment to say, don't know the full story. So I took myself completely off Facebook, and I feel I'm so happy that I don't even worry about it anymore.
About Facebook?
I don't even care now. I use my little Instagram. I have a work Instagram, and I have my own personal Instagram, and that's it.
I think I'm more on, like Instagram and Snap. I mean, I go through Facebook and just scroll, but just see what's going on.
Yeah, I don't want to see what's going on. Because even if it's a nice thing, you got somebody that makes that one person that makes a dumb comment, and now it turns into a frenzy, and everybody wants to spew their spin on what they think. I think I'm better off without it. I don't miss it at all.
I'm just tired. I just want to go home.
Yeah, it's always tired.
I just want to go to sleep.
My wife is tired 24/7.
Oh, guys, let me show you.
Oh, boy.
So this, I bought this in, it's like, is this plastic? What would you call this? Plastic? No.
It's like...
I feel it, though.
Okay. I keep looking, No, it's like a... I forget what you call that material. It looks like marble, but it's definitely not.
Yeah, it looks like marble. I got this from Target for like, I think it was like $8 or $9, but it's actually an dry erase board. But I use it for my pictures on Instagram. So I place it down and I put the pictures here, so it looks like it's on like a really pretty marble type, what is it? Like surface?
Material?
Yeah, and then that's how I take my pictures. So I just saw this in Target like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, oh, that would work perfect. I mean, I wish it was a little bit bigger, but it's okay. Look, it's this big. It's kind of big, but I like it because this is where I do my pictures so that it's not so bland in the background, like my makeup pictures for Instagram. So I found this in Target. So I just want to let you guys know that little tidbit there.